In what ways does your media product use, develop, or challenge forms and conventions of real media products? One way in which we challenged forms and conventions in our film was by breaking the stereotypes placed on those with ethnicity. It's common to see in media today as the detective or anyone in hierarchy as being a white male, especially in British films. However, we see Detective Shah Patel as filling this position. We developed his character by seeing him being seen in a bad light, which is uncommon as they are usually seen as comedic/sideline characters. Furthermore, instead of keeping to the representations placed in the media of black people as being involved in crime, we chose a Polish male to fill this role. This shows that regardless of your ethnicity, anyone can be a criminal. Another representation that we challenge is the idea that teenagers are usually involved in crime the most. Although this is true, it doesn't mean all teenagers are thugs, and so we can see through Roy Greene's innocence that older people such as Shah Patel can also be seen as one who is bad and not Roy, whose sole purpose is to claim his innocence.
Our film required 4 actors, only 3 of which were shown on screen, and 2 of them are the main characters. In our film, the antagonist was the corrupt police officer who framed a petty thief for murder. This became clear as we used voiceovers to make the story more clear. We see that the police officer lives a normal, quiet life with his wife. This shows he has the normal conventions for a man like him. He has also done well for himself after arresting the protagonist, as he now drives a Mercedes-Benz, showing he drives a high-end car. The officer, however, has the opposite conventions of a normal police officer, as he is corrupt and has framed someone so he could get a raise, hence the high-end car. The protagonist, who is the petty thief trying to get justice, he also has the characteristics needed. He was innocent of the murder and got framed for it. He has now broken out of prison. He wears grey clothing in the present moment and sleeps in a dirty sleeping bag in the woods. We see in the flashbacks that he claims to be innocent, but the officer still arrests him. We used Legendary to distribute our film because they are known for doing high quality thrillers as well as Bad Robot as well. These companies are well known and have produced crime thrillers in the past that are of high quality. They are regularly known for making movies which have thriller conventions to it. Typically, you see Bad Robot distribute movies like Mission Impossible, and Legendary will distribute movies like The Town, which are crime thrillers. However, they have different conventions to our film. During their time, they have built up a respectable reputation, which they have used to build a fan base on and a well recognizable name. We feel that these companies were best to distribute our film because our film has the conventions of a crime thriller.
Who would be the audience for your media product? Our core audience is young males ranging between 15 to 30 years old, as both protagonists are male. The crime thriller genre attracts males in particular, especially when the arresting scene takes place, involving quick pace and action. The typical conventions of a crime thriller are met, and so fast-paced elements and suspicion in a storyline are generally more interesting to males. Also, the idea of a dominant male character attracts young male audiences as the character acts as a positive role model. Especially in this day and age, young people are getting more and more involved with crime than any other age group. It provides them something they can relate to. Our secondary audience is young female adults between the age of 15 and 25-year-old. As the end of our introduction ends with the criminal watching the house, and so this implies that he may get revenge on his officer's family later on. It may be appealing to females as they tend to be attracted to attractive, strong male characters. Another secondary audience is the large fan base of Bad Robot, which has received a lot of critical attention and received praise in the form of awards such as the Golden Globe Award. They received one of these for a drama series, Lost. They also received 2 Emmy Awards for this drama series. Legendary Productions, which was founded in 2000, fits in with the modern time period of the film, attracting the young modern audience, which is our main target audience. Furthermore, this large fan base comes an even larger fan base for our genre crime thriller. How did you attract address your audience? One way in which we did this was by the use of SurveyMonkey. The questions provided enabled us to meet the requirements of our target audience, and so, in turn, this attracted a wide range of interests from age requirements we wanted. For example, by using a category for under 15 and 26 plus, we could have an idea of what to avoid in the film through the answers of what they chose in the other following questions. This meant we were directly attracting our target audience demands. Furthermore, the way in which each group member sent the questionnaire to different people allowed us to have a large sample, creating a more valid representation of our audience opinions. Another way in which we attracted our audience was by gaining feedback from teachers and media students. For example, when myself and my group presented the pitch, which is where we all brainstormed ideas together to the class, it created an awareness and buzz for the students, and furthermore their input allowed them to feel as though they have a sense of involvement, which attracted them in wanting to see the final piece. We also gained useful feedback from teachers to make our film more attractive to our audience, for example by cutting out unnecessary shots such as when Naeem gets out of bed. This is because it was genuinely boring to see and the lighting was too dark, which didn't look professional. Moreover, by using the 2 famous ident production companies, Legendary Pictures and Bad Robot Productions, audience members who are fans of this will be interested in viewing our film introduction. This therefore attracts a mass audience, especially given that Legendary is usually associated with crime action films such as The Dark Knight and Ninja Assassin, and thriller mystery films such as Black Chat. It's also easy access to view as it's on YouTube. As crime thrillers involve escapism, it is a factor in which attracts audience members. Our film gives the audience a break from their daily average activities and get a chance to feel as though they can forget about reality and draw themselves into the film. By doing this, the audience members are automatically attracted to our film. For example, the possibility that a criminal can break out of jail is low, and so viewers feel interested by this. The use of sound we chose attracts audience members as it gives a sense of danger. The way in which it begins calm but gradually builds up echoes the storyline as we gradually learn more information as the film progresses. An atmosphere is created, and so this draws the audience in.